Start to make this easy recipe. I have 3 big size potatoes which I have just removed the skin. I have 1/4 teaspoon of pepper powder. I have some salt for taste. I have 2 cubes of cheese which I have grated, and I have 2 spoons of butter which I have melted, and 1 onion and half capsicum. So this is optional. You can just make it with these ingredients only. So let's begin. We'll begin by grating these potatoes. So I'm going to grate it in the biggest section here. So we're going to long grate these. I'm going to go ahead and grate all the 3. This, I have grated it. Now just take any cotton cloth or handkerchief and put all of this in this. And we are just going to remove all the excess water out of this. So take all 4 corners and you just have to, so you see how much water is coming out. You remove all of this water. Try and remove as much as possible. We are doing this step so that we don't have to add any cornstarch or anything for the potatoes to become crisp. We're going to remove all the water content. There you go, it's done. Let's take this out. This is how it should look. It's nice and dry. Just spread it a little. It may have formed a lump. Let's begin to cook. A non-stick pan, and I'm going to add 2 spoons of oil in it. Yes, you will need a little more oil for this. Spread it across the pan. Allow this to become little hot, not too much. A little hot. Ensure that your pan is well covered with oil. Now I'm going to take in these potatoes and I'm going to quickly just put it randomly and spread it a little. You ensure you only put half of what we have grated. Half we are going to use later. Basically you're creating a base out of this. So you put in good quantity, but you ensure you spread it well. You can use a spoon for this. Be careful if you're doing it with hand. So not very thick but not very thin as well. You create a proper layer after this. We're going to put in all the cheese here now. Ensure you don't put cheese at the edges and you only put it at the center. Spread this also a little bit. We're going to put in some salt. So I'm taking a pinch of salt and just putting it over so that it's not very tasteless. And now I'm going to put the leftover potato on top of this. Just ensure you spread it and put it, cover all the cheese. And just randomly put in. And just with your hand or a spoon, anything, just flatly press this. Press this downwards. You can also put off the pan heat and then do this if you are scared to do it like this. Most probably do not try and use your hand. I'm used to this, that's why I'm doing it. Flame slow. We're going to need some more oil. So I'm going to put in oil from all the sides. On slow flame, allow this to cook. Cover and and cook this for about 2 minutes, not much. We don't want the potatoes to really cook too much because we are going to fry them anyway. So just cover this. Done. We'll take the lid off. Allow this to open cook. Slightly keep pressing on top so that the bottom becomes nice and crispy. We'll increase the flame to medium now. Sometimes, so you'll have to be patient with this. You can increase the flame to fast after some time when you think the potatoes are cooked. This has started to brown from the edges. Now we have to flip this. If you're good with flipping, you can go ahead and flip this. Else, I'm also going to show you a technique to flip this. So I'm going to put off the gas flame, of course. I'm going to hold a plate right up, and then we are going to just flip it. Okay, so I have flipped this on a plate, and now I'm again going to put this slowly back into the pan on the other side. We'll put on the gas flame. Keep it on slow. Again, for this side also, I'm going to put in some oil for the other side to fry. This recipe needs a little patience, guys, but needs minimum ingredients, and the taste is extremely something that you can wait for. In a similar way, we will just slightly press this down so that the base gets adjusted to the pan base, and let this fry. Now what we'll do is, because the other side has also started turning golden, we have to flip this. Before that, we will just put in butter on this side, spread it. Half of the butter I have used on this side, half we are going to pour it on other side. Ensure you pour it on edges to the center. Nicely you have to coat this with butter. And now you are going to flip this. This time it's firm, so I am not going to use the plate. You can go ahead and use the plate if you think it's difficult for you to flip. I have flipped this. Allow this to become golden from other side now. Keep the flame very slow. This is nice golden brown from the other side. Now we are going to put in the leftover butter on this side. Again, you have to put in across the potatoes and nicely coat it with butter from the other side. On slow flame, you need to keep doing this and flipping because this is going to take some time. So I'm going to flip this over. Here you can see this is the kind of golden color you need to get on both your sides so that your crust becomes nice and crispy and it has melted cheese oozing out of it later. Check on the other side. This looks nice and done from the other side as well. Now we are going to take this out in a plate. This is done. I have cut it in 4 pieces so that it's easier for us to serve. You can see how the cheese is at the center. Now I'm going to put in some salt on top. Sprinkle this with some salt. And some pepper powder we're going to put in. I am going to go ahead and add in some chopped onions. Like I had told you in the beginning, this is completely optional, but if you want, you can go ahead and add. And I'm going to add in some capsicum on top. I'm going to add one more thing that I didn't show you actually because that's optional. People do not add it to this recipe, but I add it because I like it. That's the peri peri spice. So I'm just going to add in peri peri spice here. It's done. I'm sure you'll love this recipe. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for these yummy recipes. And do try this. It's one of my favorites. It tastes absolutely delicious. See you until next time in the kitchen of Prep Cook Live.